Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another brand new live stream. Today I am in my room in Coimbatore, right next to the Isha Yoga Center, and I am about to eat the world's most pranic food, which you are all going to witness and enjoy. Hopefully, you enjoy. I'm not sure if you will enjoy that, but just give you a brief background of today, what I did. Spent lots of time in the Dhyanalinga temple, which is just incredible, beyond words, beyond imagination. And I'm a little bit sick, under the weather. I think it's the water is finally getting to me, or at least I have a little bit of a sore throat. I'm not sure if it's from the water or not, but that's the way it is. That's the way it goes. So I have a little bit of a sore throat. As well as I'm looking forward to eating this because I am virtually on an empty stomach, like I promised in the last live stream, as well as I am, empty stomach, and we're gonna eat it. So I only had coconut water, and coconut meat. So this is what an ash gourd looks like. It's called an ash gourd because it's very ashy. I just washed it so the ash is gone. But it's also called a winter melon. And here in the Isha Yoga Center, they cook them. They cook them daily in the Isha Yoga Center hall. So yes, namaste, flag. Welcome. And I set up my super chat goal, so there it is. Hopefully, you can help me achieve that. Here is my famous knife, world famous knife that I bought in Australia. And now I'm about to eat the world's most pranic food. Well, maybe not yet. I'm going to wait for some people to join, and then we will dig in. In the meantime, if you have any questions, I'm sure I'll be here for a couple of hours. So let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you have to say, and anything else that's happening in your life. Blessings, blessings. Isha Yoga Center is treating me well. The Dhyanalinga temple is just incredible. I'm sitting there quite often every day. Today I sat there for about 2 hours. And yeah, I plan on going and sitting there every day, hopefully. I want to take more programs. I want to volunteer. I want to pursue deeper ordination or programs. And maybe in the future I'll become a brahmachari under Sadhguru's tradition. Maybe in a year or two, or I don't know if, but that's just an instinct or an impulse that I had just now. I'm sitting here in this Airbnb, and I'm like 30 minutes away from the ashram, or a 20-minute drive, something like that, 10-minute drive. And there's a brahmachari that was here. He parked his bike here, and I looked at him like, oh, he's far away. And I asked him, are you a brahmachari? And he said yes. So then I imagined what it would be like to be a brahmachari. Every brahmachari, every Sadhguru's monk, basically, that's what they are, Sadhguru's monks. They have a certain quality to them. The quality is like intensity. It's very similar to the mountain that's here. So I imagined what it would be like to become a brahmachari, and Sadhguru often talks about competence, being competent, being able to move to the world and handle any challenges and obstacles. And brahmacharis get training for that. So I would have no issue with shaving my hair and beard and ordaining as a Buddhist monk, or not a Buddhist monk, ordaining as a Sadhguru's monk. This is not an apple, this is ash gourd or winter melon, the highest energy fruit in the world. When we say energy, it's not like it's going to give you energy, but it's prana, the life force energy. So we're going to cut it open and see what it is, see what it tastes like, see everything about it. So let's do that. And I also got to participate in Nada Ardana, which is they make music inside the Dhyanalinga temple, and it breaks up the energy, and it's very nice. It really opened me up to the possibilities of what's available there, and made me ecstatic and blissful. So, all right, cutting this is usually not the best thing because it is a melon. It's very hard, but we're gonna chop up a slice, and as promised, my friends, we reached our super chat goal. You helped me reach my goal, so now we're gonna eat this live. For 35 people watching, shout out to you. Like this video. We're eating the highest pranic fruit in the world, which is a winter melon or ash gourd. And we're going to see what it tastes like. We're going to see what it does to me, if anything. And we're going to see if I have superpowers after I eat this. I'm very much looking forward to having superpowers because I want to be better than everyone else. Alright, so it's got seeds. Look at this. Already this is a miracle because the Western companies want to produce fruit and food that's seedless. So they have control over you so that in the future you can't grow fruit or food. But that's just a conspiracy theory. So it's always a miracle to see a fruit with seeds. Wow, look at that, seeds. That's impressive. That's like a rare find. Whoa, seeds. Actually what it's supposed to look like with seeds. Incredible. It's a work of art. Alright, so we're gonna pick this up with a knife. It has a consistency of just very kind of soft white thing. And we're gonna give it a try. So let's see. Cheers to you. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. The taste tastes like unflavored oatmeal, but what it's giving to me, it's giving me so much light. I literally see white light as I eat this. That's how much light it has. That's how much prana it has. And if you're sensitive, you can perceive this hopefully too. Mmm. That's what I'm talking about. India is good, my friend. India is good. This tastes more like a vegetable, not a fruit. And the Isha Yoga Center people that's inside the ashram, the Diksha Hall, they have a lot of dishes with ashgourd or winter melon. So it's such a high positive pranic food. It gives you so much life energy. Life energy. And I'm very, very fortunate and happy to eat this. This is not available in Canada. Wow. It tastes very bland, but a little bit has flavor or taste. Like a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of saltiness. It's a weird combination. Yeah, ice cream. It has a consistency of ice cream, that's very true. So let's cut open more slice. And I wouldn't be surprised if I ate the whole thing. How good it is. Not only how good for the body it is for me, how good it tastes and feels. Well, those are the only two options actually. It tastes good and it feels good to eat. So lots of seeds. We gotta get them out. So if you want, you have some questions, I'll let you answer. Oh, seeds. The only fruit that I don't like that has seeds is watermelon, actually. Even grapes, I wouldn't mind having seeds in grapes because you can just chew it and it kind of tastes good. It doesn't taste that bad. But with watermelon, the seeds are so hard. And that's the only fruit that kind of benefits from the genetic mutations of the Frankenstein's monsters of food. Wow, shout out to Ashport, man. Unbelievable. So good. So good. Yeah, it is like ice cream. It looks like ice cream. And it tastes a little bit like ice cream. Wow. I don't know why my pants have shit on them. Cow shit. And not where it's supposed to be, like on the bottom, but on the side. There's a second pair of pants that has cow shit on it. And what the hell? That's just annoying. I'm eating winter melon or ash gourd, the most chronic fruit in the world. Fruit. Oh, that's too good. This is only available in tropical regions where the sun is really hot. It's not available in. I'm sure you can find it in America, but not everywhere. It's also not a very popular fruit, but it needs to become a popular fruit. So if you ever see a winter melon or ash gourd in the grocery store, buy it immediately. And then eat it on an empty stomach, preferably in the morning or whenever you're on an empty stomach. He'll thank you later. Wow, so good. It tastes good. Shambho recommends that you blend this up and drink it as juice as well. But it's extremely cooling. It's very cooling on the body. So you could eat too much. It could give you a cold even. Some foods are very heat producing, some foods are very cool producing. Let's got more. Wow, it's so good. It's so easy to eat. It's not heavy or dense. It doesn't even taste like a fruit. It tastes like cucumbers. Whoa. The amount of seeds that it has is also incredible. And every single seed has the potential of creating another one of these. Not even another one of these, another a tree. Wow, look how many seeds. That's a lot of seeds. Yeah. Now we peel get rid of the seeds. There's a lot of seeds in here. And I'm already starting to feel it. I feel very clean in my energy. It's very good. It feels like I almost just woke up. That's the feeling. You know when you wake up and you have this fresh energy? You're ready for the day. Not like coffee, not like agitation. I'm just fresh. I just woke up. So that's what eating this fruit feels like. It has a little bit of that quality. You just kind of woke up, fresh from energy, ready to go with the day. But of course, it's nighttime for me. It's 7:30 p.m. in India here. Alright, we're gonna keep going and see what happens. See if I levitate. See if I fly. See if I transcend the limitations of the human body. See if I become enlightened. So, my friends, I stayed in the Isha Yoga Center for 2 hours today, and it was incredible. Nothing like it. Nothing like the Dietary temple. So, I recommend that you make your intention, or at least once in your life, to go to India and experience those temples. Experience Sadhguru's temples. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. If you have any spiritual questions, let me know. I'll answer them. Preferably with a super chat. That's how I'll guarantee to read it. And your generosity goes to supporting me. Mmm. Wow. It's getting better and better. It tastes like a cucumber. Very close to it. It tastes like the best cucumber you've ever eaten. That's how it tastes like. Well, it's sweet and perpetually giving you energy. Sometimes you eat food, even fruits, after like 4 or 5 or 6 bites or pieces, you feel that it's giving you energy. Yes, it's very alive, but also it takes a toll on your body because the digestion process and heaviness and okay, you can't eat. This is not like that. This gives me more energy than it takes for me to digest it. So I can eat a lot of this. It's the most positive pranic food in the world. Ash corn. It is not sweet. I'm not sure if it's expensive. I don't think it's expensive at all. No. It grows very easily in India, I'm sure. And I bought it. I didn't really know how much it cost, but I just bought it. Wow! 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 I guess we have to take one more slice. If you were here, my friends, I would share this with you. Share a slice of winter melon. And the first time that I had winter melon was in New Zealand. My friend that is connected to Sadhguru. In fact, Sadhguru gave him his name. I did an interview with him. The title of the YouTube video is like Sadhguru gave him his name. His name was Bimbisara, or that's the name that Sadhguru gave him. So one day, my friend emailed Sadhguru because he was in the yoga center for a long time and he was meditating. And he said, Sadhguru, please give me a name because Sadhguru does do that. Like if you have a child, you can message Sadhguru and he can give you your child a name based on his energy. So he gave him this name Bimbisara, and it fits him very well. So Bimbisara was the king of in the Buddha's time, one of the best kings that's according to the Buddha. So Bimbisara lived in New Zealand, and I went there, and lots of things happened there. But before I left, he invited me to his house, and he grew these winter melons in his backyard. When I discovered that he grows them, I was so excited. So he brought me one, and I remember eating it for the first time. It was like I tasted it. There wasn't much of a taste. It was like okay, bland. And then after a few minutes had gone by, I was just on another level. Like something had happened. I was just high. And I understood that it's coming from this. It's coming from the prana from this ash board. When I talk about prana, it's not to do with the sugar. It's not to do with anything. Prana is not a physical dimension of energy. It's something that's inside the fruit. It's not easy to explain even either. But I can see it, or at least I like to think so. So when a fruit has prana, for example, this has extreme amounts of prana. That's very conducive for you. And the more you eat, the better. So, okay, I'm just gonna cut off all this thing. It's too much work to get it out. So this is how it feels like a little bit now, although I must admit, this is not as potent as the one in New Zealand. Yeah, check bag. Prana is life force, yeah. Prana is I don't know how to describe it, but it's vital for your human growth and spiritual growth, spiritual well-being. Hmm? Prana is in the entire universe, in the entire existence. Hmm? So good. Why do you hate being an empath? I guess if you have an overload of prana, you become enlightened. But that'll be hard to do. That's what you're actually cultivating when you meditate, is you're cultivating prana, especially different meditation techniques. You're trying to cultivate prana. Hello. I mean, I might as well eat the whole thing. Why not? Let me just cut the part that has the seeds because that is not useful for me. And there's also not much fruit in that place. Yeah. I wonder how the Isha Yoga Center prepares this. It's a lot of seeds. They need Bill Gates to come in and genetically mutate this fruit so that there's no seeds. Just kidding. That would be bad. Oh, Bill Gates, Bill Gates. God bless his soul. And he definitely didn't know Jeffrey Epstein. As he said. Are you still in India? Yes, I am. I'm eating an Indian fruit called ash gourd or winter melon, the highest pranic fruit in the world. It tastes incredible, feels incredible. Everything about it is incredible. So, yes, my friends, let me know what questions you have or what thoughts you have. I'd be happy to answer them. And just hang out with you guys. Just hang out. God knows what Dr. Rob is doing. I'm sure he's watching the live stream, but he's not able to comment because he's banned. We'll be doing some interviews or videos and live streams with him very soon. But for now, we're by ourselves. Okay, whatever. Winter melon, ash gourd. I'm proud to say, not exactly proud, but happy to say that I drank Indian tap water. Nice shot to you, Arcadian. So, I was asking my Airbnb host for water, and he said, "Oh, why don't you just drink the tap water outside that the villagers drink from? It's good and it's free." It's like a kind of well water, it looks like, where it has pipes. I don't know where it's coming from, but you open it and you fill up your water and people drink from that. So I drank from that for a couple of days, and then yesterday I had diarrhea. For the first time, I never had any kind of problems with any country, but it only lasted one day, so now I'm back. Good. It's diarrhea inducing. But I'm sure if I stay here longer and continue drinking that, my body would become used to it. So, first time I ever got sick in India or any place. And I'm not even sure if it was because of the water or because I ate so many fruits. So, anyways, too much information. What is not too much information is that my throat hurts Each of your out. Mmm. Delicious vegetable. Let me know if you would ever drink Indian tap water. I was very scared the first time I came to India. Not scared, but cautious. Today, this time around, I'm not so cautious. I'm driving on motorcycles or motorbikes, and so far it's pretty safe. Welcome, these trustworthy weasel. Good to see you here. Good to see a familiar face. I'm eating a very, very pranic fruit. Kailash, Gourd, and I'm killing awakened. In the next couple of days, I'm done. Wow, delicious. Nutritious, highly awakening, highly pranic, juicy. Doesn't get better than that. I have to wash my hands. Alright, let's get started. My friends. So welcome, good to see you here. We'll be here answering your questions for about 2 hours or more. I'm not sure how long, but until I have energy to do that. So if you have anything to say, ask, please let me know. Otherwise, super chat is always welcome, and I'll be sure to answer your question that way. And we'll even go in depth on whatever subject you want to talk about if you send me a few dollars. Hello, hello. So, like I said, I'm in India. I'm in the Isha Yoga Center. One of the most incredible places in the world, on Earth. And why is that? Because it has a Dhyanalinga temple, which is a meditation temple. This temple effortlessly makes you meditative. So today I sat there for about an hour or 2 hours, and became very easily meditative. Dragon fruit is lush. I don't like dragon fruit. I think it's acidic. Plus it has a lot of negative consequences to it. I've eaten a lot of dragon fruit, and even though it tastes good, eating it long term is not the best. Okay. So, have you gotten out of the room today? Yes, definitely. But I came back quickly because I needed rest. And all right, let's read some of your questions. So I get to see what. Ooh. Turn on the fan. Okay, so welcome, my friends, welcome. Just write the question again. How's how's Dr. Rob? I think he's doing good. I think he's doing better than he was before. Seems like things are improving for him, and I hope nothing but that. I hope he continues to improve, and I hope his health and wealth and mind becomes better and happier in all ways, and I hope that the best things happen for him. Okay, interesting. So India, beautiful place, beautiful temples, beautiful prana. India is such a holy, sacred, consecrated land. So much energy is here. Very fortunate for being here. I want to make sure that I take a lot of souvenirs home, things that will help me to build this kind of prana in my room. So when you walk into the Isha Yoga Center, the energy is so intense. There's so much energy for you to make use of. And I want to replicate that in my home in Canada because this energy is so helpful for you, for your spiritual growth. If you don't have it, it'll be very hard for you to practice spirituality. It'll take a lot of effort to build this energy, to go into this energy, for you to meditate deeply. But when there is a large energy source, then it's very easy to do that. So if you have questions, my friends, please send them as a super chat, and I'll be happy to answer. Otherwise, I'll continue sharing what I've learned in India, some lessons, some insights, and um, and yeah. So makes me understand how much food is important. Food is so important for spiritual growth because it changes the chemistry of your body. So the more healthy your lifestyle is, the easier it will be for you to grow spiritually. A lot. Um, Spirituality has a lot to do with your chemistry. So, how is your chemistry? How, yeah, how good is your chemistry? That's a question we have to ask ourselves. How long am I staying here? I'm here for another couple of days. I don't know. I'm not sure. Have you learned? What have you learned about Indian culture? What are some do's and don'ts while in India? Mm, One thing I've learned about Indian culture is that, anyways, I don't want to talk badly about Indian culture, but I'll say some positives. It's very conducive for your spiritual growth. I swam in the Ganges way back in the day, last time I was in India, but I've not gone in there ever since and might not even ever go there again. You think Sadhguru does more in person than their lives and institutions to get taught? I have a feeling knowledge. I don't know. What is your opinion regarding Moody? I think he's good. So send your questions in the form of a super chat. I'll continue sharing what I insights that I've gained over the last couple of days. My friends, I want to be blissful. I want to be blissful all the time. That's one intention that I have for myself. I want to be ecstatic. I want to be happy every waking day, every moment of the day. And I know it's possible. Some people, I'm sure, are thinking, oh, that's not possible. Everything is up and down. Sure, the cycles of life are up and down, but you have the ability to change your chemistry in the way that you want. You can organize this machine or this energetic body, this chemistry factory, in a way that will make you feel ecstatic. So in that way, you can feel happy all the time. By happy, I mean you can drench the chemicals in the body, in your brain, that will help you to, or that will make you ecstatic and blissful. And I also know that you can do this because of Sadhguru. Thanks to Sadhguru, I know this is possible. Sometimes when I look in videos of him online, he's like intoxicated, so intoxicated. He's drunk. Drunk on what? Drunk on himself. His eyes are just, it looks like he's high. But of course, he's not high on any kind of substances or any kind of smoking. He's high on his own supply. And that's the best way of going about it. So, how do I do that? How do we do that? Well, we have to work on our chemistry. It is a fact, okay, and I'm sure that people are going to disagree, but it's a fact that you would be much more spiritual if you stopped eating meat. Why is that? Because it takes so much effort for your body to digest meat and animal protein and animal suffering. It's like added weight that you carry when you're trying to climb a mountain. It's just not needed. Now, can you go without it? Sure, you can. People have done it. You can climb a mountain with rocks, but why would you? So eating meat is one big one. That if you just stop eating meat, you will progress on the spiritual path very easily. What are the things that you do to change your chemistry? Well, you meditate. Meditate, and that slowly changes your brain chemistry and your body's chemistry in a way that will make you ecstatic. But fundamentally, to change one's brain chemistry happens from within. Sadhguru says that, no, definitely don't do that, Joe. Sadhguru says that when he wakes up, he does 20 seconds of meditation. He just kind of closes his eyes and he rearranges his system, his energy. He just rearranges it. So we have to get good at manipulating our inner energy and getting high from within, getting high on our own supply. And that's definitely possible. So even the way that you sit right now, if you're watching this, however way you're sitting, however way you're moving, that has an impact on you. Sadhguru often gives this example of, if you take your palms right now, you can try this and place them like this, facing up. Hold it for 3 seconds, see what it feels like. And then flip the palms down. And then see what it feels like. See what changes are made. And if you think there are no changes made, well, you're wrong. There's physiological change that is made inside the organs. So this is how subtle the machine is, the human body. That even a simple gesture like this, it impacts you. Similarly, you bobbing your head up and down, you going and moving your body in different ways, that impacts how your brain chemistry is. So the most important thing to take home with you is to become conscious. The more conscious you are, I'm not super religious, no, I'm super spiritual. The more conscious you are, the easier it is for you to be aware of what's happening inside. And the more aware you are of what's happening inside, the easier it is you can change. You can change things. You can change your body. You can change your mind. You can change your inner chemistry in a way that makes you feel blissful. So I've touched this dimension a few times over the past couple of days. I went to the Janalinga temple, which is one of the most powerful temples in India, created by Sadhguru. And I was so blissed out there, so ecstatic. It was like, wow, I was out of control. And why? Well, I can only guess why, but of course there's massive amounts of energy in the temple. And the way that I was sitting and all these things, and I guess I was just ready for it. But not every day I'm blissful like that. But there's no need for you not to be blissful every day, every moment of the day. That's just your choice, or that's your lack of knowing how the machine or system functions that you're not blissful. So one thing also I know that if you sit with your legs crossed, with your left heel touching your perineum, you're basically sitting on your left heel, with your palms facing upwards on your knees, you gently lift your forehead or your head upwards, you close your eyes. This is the natural way that you tip the glass of ecstasy into your body. So when we say that, the glass of ecstasy is your pineal gland, and this tips it over. So you can become extremely blissful and ecstatic by, well, simply just by doing that. And that's what I'm interested in. Okay, let's read some of your comments. Try doing that at 220 pounds. It's time for you to lose weight. Sadhguru says that some people are trying to imitate the shape of the planet. Instead of being like this, they're trying to be like the planet itself, trying to be round. Oh, don't be round. And food is the single most powerful factor to your chemistry, to changing your chemistry, because, well, it's very easy to see. Like, for example, if you take a banana, this is actual chemicals. It's natural chemicals, but nonetheless, there are chemicals in it. It's chemistry. You eat it and it becomes you. This impacts your chemistry in a big way. So you're better off eating the right, healthy food than not. It'll change your chemistry in a big way. Hello, Desiree. Good to see you. Welcome. So what does this mean? Well, it means, generally speaking, eat whole foods. Like I have mangoes, 2 mangoes I'm going to eat. These are whole foods. What is not whole foods is chips, Doritos, what else? Things that are in a package, and so on and so forth. Things that have been highly processed. That will change your chemistry in a bad way, in a not pleasant way. So then you've eaten a bunch of bad food. Then you think, okay, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to feel blissful. You just took in 2 pounds of food into yourself that is working against the objective that you want. So food is a single most important factor. We can't say single most important, but it's a very powerful factor to your spiritual growth, the food that you eat. And you should eat a vegan diet, a plant-based diet. Why? We're going to get to that. There's so much food. How do we know what is the right food? Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. I give you a good formula. Anything that's plant-based and anything that is in its raw form or not processed is good to eat. Rice, beans, so many varieties of food you can't even imagine. So that's a wee little banana you have there. This is one of the best bananas in the world. It's a tiny. You think this is small? I thought people said this was average. Anyway, so we have an average size banana. This is an average size. And this banana is the best tasting banana in the world. The large bananas that you have in the supermarkets in the United States, it's garbage. Throw it out. Or don't throw it out, but it it is not even close to the types of bananas that you have in India. And if you ever go to India, please do yourself a huge favor and get yourself one of these ones. Okay? It's like a little cigar. The most exquisite sweet taste you've ever had in your life. Toss that banana, never. How does the melon look good? Maybe want a melon. Fantastic. Very high-end product. So send your super chats, my friends. I'll read them. What is the mental effort needed to reach that state? I'll talk about that. Stay tuned. Says, how India been to you? Have you seen Sadhguru? No, India's been great. Thank you. Thank you for asking. 3 more years and third guy is going to do a dream. Okay. So, food. food. That's why we need to pay attention to our food. And if you eat a bunch of dead animals, like nothing to do is eating, he's got nothing to do, and he's got nothing in his brain also. He will change his chemistry in a very bad way, eating the suffering chemistry of others. So I have chemistry, right? My chemistry is like this. Imagine I became so blissful, I mean so blissful, that I just even lost any connection to my body, just ecstasy dripping. And this can be measured by the blood, by the way, also. If you prick a little hole and extract some blood, you can see how pleasant my chemistry is. Versus a person that's very angry, like nothing to do is angry when his mom comes in the room because he lives with his parents and his mom's very angry at him. He's 30, 35 years old and he's got no job forever. And then he's filled with rage, filled with uncomfortable chemistry. Then if we prick a hole in his finger, or let's say prick a hole in his head, and we draw some blood, we can see the chemistry inside of him. And we can measure blissful chemistry versus unblissful chemistry, chemistry that's very, very bad or very, very angry. So it has a physiological difference. Meditation can literally will change your physiology, will change your blood quality. So then I'm blissed out, okay? I don't even know what's happening, what realm I'm in. I'm flying high. And somehow a butcher comes and just slices my head off clean. Boom, I'm dead. I don't even know I'm dead, but my body's dead. Then the butcher takes and prepares some steaks and whatever sausages, the crazy stuff that you eat, and then prepares it for someone. This is a hypothetical because it's just a little story. And then another person goes and eats me, eats my steak or eats a hot dog or whatever. He will be changed by the chemistry of that meat, of that food. He will literally be changed. As he eats it, the chemistry of my body or my energy will go into him because my last moment was just ecstasy, blissful ecstasy. Then he'll become ecstatic because he's eating ecstasy. He's eating a quality of ecstasy. Now, what is the quality of this? Well, it's kind of neutral. It's just pleasant. It's just nature. It doesn't really have anything positive or negative. It's just fruit. It's kind of an object. It is an object, right? It has no subjective experience. But on the other hand, if we go into slaughterhouses and we look at the animals that are suffering miserably and dying, the worst pain imaginable, their last moments is them in fear, tremendous fear. Please don't kill me. I'm so scared. Like this. That chemistry released from the brain into the bloodstream is chemistry of like anger, agitation, fear. Then poof, sliced his head off, made into hamburgers, made into steaks, and then put it in front of you, and you're literally eating that. You're eating the chemistry of pain, torture, slaughter, fear, agitation, angry, worry, and all the bad things. Then that literally that chemistry goes into you, goes into your stomach, goes into your muscles, goes into your blood, goes into your brain. It becomes you. It becomes your quality. And a couple of hours later, you become agitated. Oh, how dare you, wife? Like nothing to do is screaming at his wife because he's miserable in his life. How dare you? And then you're thinking, why am I so unhappy? All I did was eat slaughtered animals that were unhappy their entire lives and tortured, literally tortured for their entire lives. It makes no sense. Let me scratch my head. You're stupid. You're stupid is what you are. Stop being stupid today and eat a banana. Okay? Well, some confused people will say, but a banana is alive too. Hmm? Hello? Hello? This is not alive, bozo. This is alive inside, but once I eat it, it doesn't die. See? It's alive with microorganisms and microorganic things that once it goes, it becomes me. It refills my microbiome. You know what happens when you eat a steak? Literally the opposite. Your own life has to go and to digest it. Your own life will literally die trying to destroy this. Anyway, if you want to get my attention, send a super chat. Desiree, we can't be friends. One day, a person goes out. He was a very bad person. And he gets hit by a bus and he becomes paralyzed. He's laying in bed and he's in a coma. He's just brain dead. Do you know where you go and say that to call that person? We call that person a vegetable. Why do we call him a vegetable? Because a vegetable doesn't have any feelings. It doesn't have any emotions or thoughts or perception or can't walk, can't have an own experience.
brain dead. No brain. That's what a fruit, a vegetable, a nut, a seed, a grain, and a legume is. Those foods are actually foods for human beings. They're here, created for us to enjoy them. I'm gonna enjoy this banana. It's so good. But animals, just leave them alone. They have their own business. They want to live. Oh, I'm bad. Please don't kill me. Moo. I want to live. Oink oink. Can you please not slaughter me and ship me out and go into your intestines? Disgusting. Ugh. Gross. I like the theory, Shiva, but in practice, I feel best on a high-fat, meat-based diet. There's a crazy person. There's a person that's not aware of his internal reality. The way I feel really good and happy when, like, when others suffer for me and are miserable and suffer and die because of me. That's when I feel the best. Like when no one's suffering from because of me, I don't really feel that good. It doesn't make me feel good in my body. You know what makes me feel really good? When others suffer miserably and then have to be pushed into their own death and then die. That's what makes me feel so happy. Turn yourself into the police right now. I order you. Ah, man, it feels so good to be right. It feels so good to be right. How many plants that support how many plants that support animals had their homes destroyed for our plants? Did you know? Shh, shh, don't tell me this is a secret. Did you know 70% of all farmland on this beautiful green globe is used for feeding animals? Hmm? If animals disappeared, then we would have 70% more plant food than we do now. We could feed 100 billion people. But no, our ignorance. We have the right to be ignorant. We have the right to kill animals, make them suffer and die because it tastes good. You know what? I give off this whole vegan thing. This doesn't work. Why don't we just all do what feels good and tastes good? I think kicking dog feels great. Why don't we just go and kick a bunch of dogs in the street? Hey, it feels good. And we all know that's the measurement that we use for doing things. If it feels good, do it, Jimmy. If it tastes good, then you should do it. Hmm? If Jan Doe 4801, if it feels good for me to go and slap him around in his house and then steal his possessions, I'll go ahead and do that because whatever makes me feel good. If you support veganism, if you support being conscious, then send me a super chat. Send a super chat right now and vote. Vote for this energy to continue forward. I was a veggie for like 20 years of my life. I think the lack of animal fats caused my IQ, brain development, education to suffer. How do you know that you're just not smart to begin with? Hmm? And, you know, Oreos are vegan. People that eat Oreos, they can be vegan. Hey, I'm vegan. I eat beer for breakfast, Oreos for lunch, and French fries from McDonald's for dinner. I'm vegan. No. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes, and all of its hundreds of thousands of varieties. So, vegans have the shortest life. Actually, the people that have the longest life, they eat a majority plant-based diet, if you didn't know that. People that live in so-called blue zones, they eat some animal fat or animals, but primarily they eat a fruit plant-based diet. You can go and research that. No one that's living in the blue zones is eating pork and pig and cow and chicken and whatever land animals that suffer and die. So what needs to be understood is that you need to watch a vegan documentary. That's actually all that needs to be done. Go online, go on YouTube, and look up Dominion. If after watching that full documentary you still want to eat meat, I won't bother you because you're too lost. You're too gone. You're maybe a psychopath. We need a different evaluation for you, or you're just a bad person, or you have very low emotional intelligence, very low empathy, and just not a very high level of intelligence. Because if you can watch that and then continue on eating your hamburgers, wow, the ignorance that you display is very big, very large, and large things need to be respected. If a large rock starts rolling towards you, okay, I'm gonna get out of the way. So when large ignorance is displayed, okay, it's large, so it's not easy. There are people that live to be 100 years old drinking Coca-Cola. Does that mean it's a good thing to do? Hmm? There are people that live to be 100 years old and they're mass murderers. Therefore, I mean, maybe mass murderers has a point. Maybe it's good. Maybe we should do it. No. Fruits are the way to go. Fruits is one of the best foods in the world. It's a food that your nature actually wants you to eat. Nature wants you to eat fruits. Like, please eat me. Please eat me and then go shit out my seed somewhere else. One thing the animal abusers in the chat here don't want to understand or don't appreciate is how much the animals suffer. So when you go to the grocery store, your emotional, your capacity to experience life beyond yourself is minimized. That's actually what the definition of a dumb person is. A dumb person can't perceive life outside of himself. He just sees his own experience. Huh? What? What? There was the test done. I heard this recently. It's like people are asked, hey, if you borrowed somebody's car and you're driving that car, vroom, 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 and then you damage that car, you bring the car back to the owner, and the owner asks you to pay for it. It's like $2,000. Do you pay for it? Some people say no. The people that say no, probably they are not able to experience life outside of themselves. Either they're criminals or they have lack of empathy. The ability to experience life outside of you is what measures intelligence. So the same question was asked to the same people. Hey, if you borrowed your car to somebody else and that person damaged it and he came back, would you expect him to pay for it? And everyone would say yes. So you go to the grocery store, you buy some chickens, you buy some eggs, you buy some milk, you buy some cheese, you buy some steaks, and you're not in pain. Nothing's happening to you. Oh, it just tastes good. It's a nice taste. You need to look a little bit farther. What's going on over there? It's like it's like there's very, very dangerous videos you can watch online, illegal videos that pertain to people that are, let's say, under the age. Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. I thought you wanted to build a channel. I don't know what you mean by that. And hey man, I respect the vegans, but the human brain becomes what it is in consumption of cooked meat, and so it helped us to go on. That is a theory, but that's not proven. So I forgot what I was saying. Mm. So these dangerous adult videos that are online that you want to stay away from, that are very legal. Well, you're just consuming it. You're just watching it, so there's no problem, right? No, there is a problem because there's a victim on the other end. So we want to stop our victim diets. We want to stop having victims. Also, my friends, this is a spiritual channel. So if you're not spiritual, if you have nothing to do with spirituality, this is not the place for you to be here. This is not the place for you to be. It's also a little bit curious. Don't you think it's curious that virtually every single spiritual tradition that has ever existed, that's worth the name, eats a plant-based vegetarian diet? Well, that must be a coincidence. There's something going on there. I'm sure they have some sort of evil intention to lower your IQ because you're not getting the animal ass fat in your brain. Everyone knows that you need animal ass in your brain. So, yeah. So send your super chats, my friends. Send your questions my way. Send it in the form of a super chat, and I'll read it out loud, and we'll talk about it in depth. If you want to contribute to me in my life, that's the best way to do so. Hmm. Do you know what the most abused animal in the world is? It's chickens. Or at least land animal. I do not eat eggs. No. You should never ask people to send super chats and you'll answer them for money until you're getting them so fast and you can't even read them to begin with. That's true. But I will still continue asking for super chats. That's how I sustain myself. My chickens nested in trees, lol. If you have a small farm and you're raising chickens for their menstrual cycles, then I guess you can do that. Mm, eggs are mad healthy. No, eggs are a negative pranic food. Mm. Eggs are not a food source. They are a potential unborn baby. Menstrual cycle. It's a menstrual cycle. It's like the period of the chicken. It's not the best thing to eat. If you're surviving, and if you find eggs, then you jump in and you eat it quick. But if you're not surviving, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. There's a reason why yogis don't eat animal products. Because, well, I mean, it must be a conspiracy. It must be a coincidence. If you want to eat eggs, watch how the egg industry treats chickens. And then if you continue eating eggs, then something's wrong with you. Hey, I have a question for you, okay? Have you ever been tortured? Do you know what torture feels like? Maybe you've not been tortured by a human being, but I'm sure you've been tortured by life. Maybe you had a toothache, a very painful experience somewhere. Lots of pain you endured. Oh my God, pain. Oh my God, you can't stand pain. Having endured that pain, yes. So you don't want others to feel that pain. You know how bad it is. So naturally, you wouldn't want others to feel that too, unless you're sicko, unless you're sick in the head. Then jail time, jail. But most people are not sickos. They don't want people to feel pain. They don't want to experience pain. They don't want to give pain. Knowing how bad pain is, you don't want others to feel that because it's so painful. Okay, can we all agree with that at least? But then, so one case is like someone's feeling pain. You really have nothing to do with that. It's their own causes, like they have a toothache. I mean, you can try to help them, but it's not your doing. On the other hand, beings are experiencing pain. Others are experiencing pain directly from your hands because you're doing it. That's a totally different reason. That's a totally different thing. So you causing someone to experience tremendous amount of pain, you have to look at yourself seriously in the mirror because something is wrong with you. I guarantee you something is wrong with you. At the very least, you're just confused. You just can't see clearly out of your third eye. That's the most common explanation. You're not that evolved. You can see outside of your own experience. Maybe to your family and friends, you can kind of see their experience, but not farther than that. Oh, your neighbor, screw him. Better me than him. And animals, forget about it. They're objects. That is a sickness on the planet. That's sickness. And if we lived for an eternity and you needed me to make you a little bit more energy, then I would kind of understand, kind of. But we're here for 80 years or something. You better not cause harm. Hey, you better not cause harm. Because guess what? Newsflash, you're gonna die. On your deathbed, you're not gonna be thinking, oh, did I invest in my 401k? No, your experience to life is what you're gonna think about. So, I support lab-grown meat as well. And this is one of the biggest positives to this whole global conspiracy. Yeah, they're polluting the skies. Yeah, they're forcing us to eat genetically modified food and all this garbage and lots of other things they're doing, Welcome to Jeffrey Epstein war in Iran. But one thing I feel very happy about is when they show lab-grown meat and all the people that are in the comments, all the Republicans. Oh God, oh God. How dare they take away the suffering from animals? How dare they not make animals suffer? I want my suffering food. I can't wait for them to market it, to make it cheaper, to do this, for them to roll out farm meat. It's made in a factory, not factory farms animals, but fake meat. It's gonna happen, and I can't wait. And the cows will become obsolete. Then the cows won't be needed to be slaughtered. I can't wait for that. How long have I been vegan? I've been vegan for 3 years, realistically, but I've been vegetarian since I was 19, so more than 10 years. Empathy, my friends, empathy. That's a very strong measurement of your spiritual growth. How much empathy you have. How much empathy you can experience, well, how much you can feel others. Not just you or yourself, your family, your friends, your coworkers, and your people in your vicinity, but everyone and everything, even a rock, a life. So I can go on living, even if I feel a little bit tired. Even if I feel like, oh, maybe it's not the best thing for my health. Big deal. It's not the best thing for my health to not eat animals. I would gladly take that trade. It's not the best thing for my health, but you know what's worse? Me forcing others to the uh, conveyor belt for them to die. Hey, sorry, I'm pushing you into the conveyor belt for you to get your throat slit. But like without you, it's like I don't have enough iron. And it's like I don't feel the best, and like my muscles don't grow as baggy. It's like I need to get big and strong in my muscles, and I need to pump. Insane. People are insane. So pedophiles go and abuse children, but what can you do? They like it. It feels good to them. Oh man, if it feels good, then who am I to judge? No, that's insane. If the victims, people that can't defend themselves, need to be protected. Like children, they're not strong, they're not capable, need to be protected by strong, healthy, emotionally healthy, balanced individuals. Similarly, animals are not capable of defending themselves, protecting themselves. And the evil humans have exploited them in massive ways. Did you watch Vegan Gain? Yes. Yes, I do. I had an interview with him, by the way. Why we need them as ours. What? Can you sing Democrats of all your lab meat, and that means you must be. What? Lab grown meat is the future. God, I hope they release it quick. And I hope it's everywhere. And I hope that the cows somehow and the pigs and chickens just go like out of the existence. Oh, sorry, there's like some sort of virus that makes a cow live in its entire life in happiness, and then it just can't. We can't produce cows anymore. Oops, oops. And then you know what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna be dead because I mean, there's just like it's like there's no more food in the world, right? Where's my cow that I forced to suffer and die for my taste? It's not like I don't have any food. Where's all the food? It's not like there's rice and beans and fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and hundreds, thousands of varieties. It doesn't exist. I can't survive on that. It's impossible to survive on that. Impossible. It's never been done before. So you're just like, you're gonna have to die. You're gonna be dead. Where are my animals? I need my animals to eat. Oops, sorry, they're dead. No, the solution to human suffering is inside of you. But the solution for human suffering is not causing others to suffer. That's for sure. Hey, I need you to suffer so I can be happy. That's what you're doing with meat. Hey, sorry, cow, I know you don't want to die and you're afraid, but I need you to die so that I can feel good. Insane. Insane. Sound the right alarm. If you were in a matrix and no animals was harmed, would you enjoy steak? Sure. Why not? And maybe when animal grown meat are wait, what? Somebody had a Bible verse. Um when lab grown meat is a big thing and it's not the worst thing for your health, I'll go and eat some steak or some hamburgers. Why not? It's just a food, it's just a taste pleasure. No one had to suffer and die for that. Sell me something, Shiva. Ballgrave. Go to my website, shivakailash.com, and buy yourself a Rudraksha. One of the best things you can do for your life is to wear a consecrated bead. I don't know where it is, but that's the next thing you should buy. You're taking steps to climb higher in spirituality. And I promise you, you buying that, you having that, you're above pretty much everybody else here. Because that is a spiritual technology that you just can't fake. You can't, yeah, it has a vibration to it. You can either wear it when you meditate or keep it inside your altar. And having that object in your room, you're already inviting the right energies into your life. You're inviting, I'm not going to go that far because I don't want to deter you, but once you buy it, once you experience it, then we can talk further. That's the next step you climb. A lemon cloud 420. The guy has 420 in his name, smoking reefer, making his brain slow, calls me crazy. Well, lemon cloud, I hope you're eating lemons because lemons are good and for vegans. But I hope you're not making animals suffer and die miserably for your taste pleasures. When I look at bodybuilders and people in the bodybuilding world, how much I look at their muscles, right? Imagine how many animals they are made up of. They are literally made up of animals, and it makes me sad. And it makes me also sad to envision their level of intelligence because it must not be that high. Thank God I rose above that, and thank God I'm not, you know, dumb buffoon anymore. I was for a long time. So I'm gonna create a nice new necklace here. And this is why you should like this video and subscribe. And send a super chat, most important. I've aged the banana 2 days tossing, yeah. Probably. Where's Rob? He's somewhere not to be seen. Banana gang, yep. So this is what we need to eat, okay? This is what we need to eat. Oh, I feel so good. This is on my heart. I can feel the raw aliveness, the energy. Oh, it's very nice. Imagine if I had a steak on here to replace it with a steak. Oh, that would not feel too good. Oh, God. Ah, sorry, buddy. I'm sorry that you had painful emotions on the time of your death. I'm sorry, like corpse. What can I do to make this better? Oh, bury you in the ground? Okay, that's a sensible thing to do. Respect. Please rest now. Rest now. Nobody can harm you. But no, you, the insane person, give me that steak. Insane. Crazy. Yeah. Ooh, banana, banana. Rob will be on here very soon. I'll be doing more live streams with him. So, Ballgrave, that's your next step, my friend. shivakailash.com/shop and book yourself, buy yourself a Rudraksha, and I'll ship it out to you. I actually have one left. So that's where it's going. The banana chain is some real drip. Those rappers, diamond jewelry should take inspiration. Absolutely. So what other topics, my friends? If you have topics for me to discuss, send a super chat. We've gone 1 hour without even a single super chat. It's unacceptable. Meat lug. That's a perfect name for someone's brain IQ to be not above normal. he says, oh, there's something, oh, tortured in God and something, something. Eating meat is not a sin, but believing nonsense is. Oh, really? I thought killing was a sin. I thought thou shalt not kill. Oh, you must be stupid then. Okay. Like eating tracker, no matter, doesn't matter if I don't get anything here, if nobody subscribes, this is the important thing and the right thing to talk about. There's victims involved, and the victims come from you. So me talking about ending the war in Iran, if I was talking to the president of the United States, that's what I would talk to him about. I wouldn't talk to him about veganism. But where are the victims in everyday life, people that are here, 29 people? The victims are the animals. You're actively causing victims to exist in the world. So when there are victims, that's when they need to be protected. If I was talking to 28 pedophiles, I would be talking about pedophilia because that causes way more harm. Hey, no more of that. No more of that. God, get it out. It's stupid. It's wrong. Elevate yourself. That's wrong. You're causing victims, or you're taking advantage of victims, or there's victims involved in your crimes. Similarly, oh, I'm just eating food. I'm just eating a steak. No, there's a victims. Uh, yeah, along with that crime. It's 8:30 for me right now. The victim was the animal, Lemon. Yes. If you look at your dinner plate tonight, if you're eating slaughtered dead animals or a corpse, an animal's corpse, well, first of all, rest in peace, whoever that animal was, if it had a name or whatever, or desires or dreams or whatever emotions it had. That's your victim. That's the victim. It's a victim crime. Crime with victims. It's not a victimless crime. Crime with victims. You think the animals just have a tea party together and humans, no, I don't. So shout out to the animals that have died. This year, 100 billion animals will have their throats slit because of human beings. Hey, also, I was thinking about this, and you can definitely click out of this video because it's gonna be quite gruesome. In Ukraine, there was a Russian kind of special forces. They're not really special forces, like special idiots that went into the Ukrainian territory, and they were very evil people, and they didn't. They did a lot of war crimes and killed a bunch of civilians, etc. And they took prisoners, but they executed them, and they executed them by taking a knife and doing something with their neck. I'm sure you can imagine. So they did videos of this, and one video is like them doing something to this person's neck, and the guy screaming, this hurts, stop, please." You can imagine the pain that must feel. Oh God, I would never in my life want to have that happen to me, never. But then after that, how can I excuse myself from wanting others to experience that? How does that make sense? I would never in a billion years want that to happen to me. But no, you can go ahead and experience that. Especially if there's no, if you don't deserve it. Like if somebody deserved it, I would kind of understand, like Osama bin Laden or one of these guys. Okay, maybe they kind of deserve it. But somebody that doesn't deserve it, somebody that's just born a slave and then that happens to them because I want to taste good things, that's madness. That's moral hypocrisy. So I don't know how that aligns. Shout out to the dead home. Yeah. I try my best not to eat meat, but I don't have the opinion anyways. But why do you try your best not to eat meat in the first place? Is something wrong with eating meat? Don't animals kill each other? We are more clean than the animals. We can't take down other humans can. Um, we can take down humans. What do you mean? And just because animals do something doesn't mean that we should. Animals sniff their own asses. You think you should go and sniff other people's asses? I mean, the animals do it. Must be good. Animals do a lot more weird things that humans don't do and we shouldn't do. They're animals. They're animals for a reason. Let the animals just be themselves. Like, oh, animal, just help you survive in the wild. But no, we're gonna factory farm them because we love them, and then slit their throats. Animals eat other animals alive. Yeah, I guess we should start doing that too because, hey, they do it. There has never been a history of mankind, vegan God. No one has been vegetarian but not vegan, so what makes you right? Oh, because veganism, you can drink vegan milk. Hmm? Well, technically you can because milk is an animal product. But veganism comes down to the morality of it and the producing of suffering. So you can drink a milk that the cow gave for you, for your growth. Why not? But does that mean that you should go to the grocery store and drink the milk from um, enslaved cows that are on their death row? No, that's immoral. And I doubt any god would come and say, "Oh yeah, it's perfectly fine for you to go and drink that milk." No, that's like torture. Don't cause that to happen. Don't pay for that to happen. Don't create more demand for that to continue on. Flack, you don't understand. You don't understand what immorality is, first and foremost. You understand that it's not immoral to drink cow's milk? It's not immoral. Use supermarkets, but don't exploit animals. I am against animal exploitation. I'm against children's exploitation. I'm against human beings' exploitation. We shouldn't exploit others. If you were to write a test and I give you a pen and paper, would you write, "I do not support exploitation of others"? Would you be able to write that? If you can't write that, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror for your morality and ethics and how you're feeling inside in your heart. Because probably you're not feeling too good. Can we have a pet dog? Are you feeding your pet dog dead cows that are forced into the slaughterhouse? Sorry, cow. I'm feeding my stupid dog here. That's way less intelligent than you, but you gotta die because you're the food for my dog. Hey, he shits and I have to pick it up. I'm smart. I'm smart, right? Come on, little Poochie. Time for you to shit on the floor. And I'm gonna take a nice little paper bag that won't disappear for 200,000 years, put it inside, and throw it away. I'm picking up your shit. I'm smart. You're crazy. What do you have a dog for? Huh? Are you defending your livestock? I would kind of get that. Are you defending yourself? I doubt it. Very few dogs are for self-defense. Like maybe 1 in 100, you would have a dog that actually defend you. Or do you have some kind of sickness that you need a dog? Okay, I get that. Are you there just because, oh, I need an emotional cuddle person? Get a stuffed animal. Better yet, get a human being friend. Get a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever you're into. That's much better than a dog. A stinky, furry dog stinks up all the entire house and has fur shedding everywhere. I love dogs. Sorry, cow, time to get slaughtered. But why? I don't want to die. This dumb animal wants to wants to eat it. Wants to eat you. Even though in the wild, it would take 100 dogs to bring down a cow. It would never happen probably in realistically. But hey, we gotta kill you because it's insane. It's insane. You have 4 pit bulls, walk in my house, no problem. It wouldn't be too hard to do that actually. If you're not home, much easier. Dogs smell bad. I'm not against dogs. Why do you have a dog? Hey, why not a raccoon? Huh? Why not a raccoon? Go get a raccoon. He eats plants. Why you got a dog? Are you gonna go kill the food that he eats yourself? Cows, pigs, and chickens? Sorry, guys. I know you're even more intelligent than the dog, but you have to die. You're crazy. You're crazy. Why don't we eat dogs? There's an idea. The person that had 4 pit bulls. Why don't we just start using it as steak? Wow, I'm a genius. I'm really smart. Let's just eating the dogs. Start eating the dogs. It's not a big deal. It tastes good. I'm sure it tastes like chicken, probably. If you want to have your questions answered, if you want to, I'll read every single super chat. Send a super chat. So why can't we eat dogs? Why don't we start eating dogs? Can we eat dogs like people that have 4 pit bulls? I'm sure one of them can be sacrificed for food for steak. So tell me if you can. What is the best part of a dog? Probably its legs. Or its back. It's very nice, strong muscle. Its back. That's probably like a nice, probably best steak. Yeah, cats too. Cats are very tasty, I'm sure. Dog biryani, exactly. Make a nice dish out of it. I'm gonna start eating dogs. I don't care. My dogs are like my kids, you sick bro. Oh my god. What about the pigs and cows and chickens? What? They're animals. They're basically objects. But my dogs, my dogs. They're like my children. Your brains are not wired properly. Oh, cow? It's an object. Come on, chop it. It's a hamburger. My dog? Oh, Poochie. Oh, little Billy, quick. Come here. What the hell? I just muted myself somehow. So you're not thinking enough. People say in the spiritual path that you think. How do you stop yourself from thinking? How do I stop my mind from thinking? You're not thinking enough. You need to think more. And so the people here that don't understand that a cow is way more intelligent than a pig, and a pig way more intelligent than a dog. A dog is stupid. So you didn't think enough. The wirings didn't come to your head. Am I still muted? Hello. Can you still hear me? Hello, hello. Okay. So you gotta think. You gotta think. You gotta think. His passion is providing the stupidity of dogs over cows. What? No, animals are not as smart as humans. But if we're talking about the intelligence of the animals, yeah, a cow is way more intelligent than a dog. But why do you kill a cow and not a dog? Why don't we just start eating dogs? I've eaten dog, and it doesn't taste like chicken. It's more like a beef, and served in gravy. Cambodia got me. Oh, did Cambodia get you, huh? Cambodia got him, guys. He ate a dog. Huh? Cambodia got him. It's not his choice. Cambodia. Nothing wrong with eating dogs. Come on, guys. Let's like it's way more cost effective too. It's like sometimes you don't want to go to the grocery store, right? Sometimes you're lazy. I get that too. You get your pooch. Take your pooch, slit its throat, skin it, cut its organs out, cut its legs and arms off, and make nice steaks or hamburgers. Put on the grill, nice barbecue sauce. Poochie. Wow, this taste is all worth it. Ah, that tasted so good. Finger licking good. Brent Long says, gross. Why is that gross? Why is that gross? Send a super chat if you want me to read your full statement. I'm not doing this for free. Is it gross? Oh my god, gross. Eating a dog, disgusting. I want to puke. Do you have any more pizza left with dead pepperonis, dead cows? What about a steak? You got a steak? Okay, bring it over here. You're stupid. You've been socially conditioned. Okay, you're not stupid, but you've been conditioning from very, 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 very early age. If we brought you up from a very early age to eat cows and cats and dogs, you would be eating cats and dogs, no problem, and You would defend your right to eat cats and dogs. No, they taste good, and I demand it. But here, that's not the case. Because why? You haven't thought about life through your own intelligence. You're not thinking. You're not thinking. You're not thinking. That's the problem. That's the problem with all spiritual evolution and growth. You're not thinking. How do I stop thinking? You're not thinking enough. You're stupid. You're not having enough thoughts. You're not thinking, what is this and what is that? You're not having enough. Um, what is this called? Neuro connections. The neurons are not connecting properly. Think, think, think for God's sake. Why do I eat a dog and why don't I eat dogs and cats? Why is it only animals and you know? I'll tell you an address of of a graveyard, okay? And this graveyard is only where animals get buried. Like, that when it's time to pass on, they go and they have two tombstones and they have their nice little name. You know what the address is? That's right. It's your stomach. If you ate animals today, you have to look down in your stomach and think, what was the name of this victim? Who died for me? Who's in my stomach? Who's in my belly? What kind of intricate personality did it have? Was it curious? Was he curious? Was he wanted to enjoy music? No, all dogs are different, right? Every dog has a personality. Was he more inquisitive? Was he aggressive? What kind of personality did he have? What was his desires? Did he care for his children? That's inside of your belly right here. Right here. Rest in peace. Offended by the banana rosary. I had a full pound of pork. They can't even say it. They have to say pork. Is it pork? Or is it pig? You ate pigs, huh? You are now 1 pound more like a pig. That's what you consumed. And you are what you eat. Your body is literally a makeup of what your animals you eat. You're 1 more pound of pig. Now you're going to become more pig-like. And the emotions that it had, the desires, the fears that it had, the chemistry of that pig is becoming you. It becomes you. I swear to God, on my life, I went to Malaysia after having a very intense meditation experience in Thailand and Burma, being in monasteries and so forth. I went to Malaysia and I was in a shopping mall, and I saw some fast food chain, and I looked inside. Those people were literally like cows. They were like cows. The energy was like cows because they eat cows consistently. That is what you become. That's what you become. It's time to think. Hey, if it's time to think, send a super chat. Isn't it time to think? Don't you think it's time to think? So let me get tiger meat if I want to become a tiger. Yeah. Following the logic, it'll be much more advantageous for you to eat tiger than for you to eat follower animals. A follower. You think if there was any conspiracy theory, that would be that. Let's just feed them a bunch of scared, timid animals. That's what you become. Eh, eh, eh. Your face will literally turn like a pig. You look like a pig. Trees and plants have feelings too. If I cut a banana, it'll scream, it'll cry, it'll have blood. Eh? Are you stupid? I won't eat a rabbit for weight loss. There's an emotionally intelligent person. Why not dogs? Why not dogs? Why not ease dogs? So, hey, don't you think it's time for us to have less victims on the planet? 100 billion victims just for the food. Food alone, 100 billion victims. Do you think, here's a little curious thought. Do you think the world would be a better place if there were less victims on the planet? Yes or no? There's a little Q&A for you, a quiz for your test as homework. Would the planet Earth be a more comfortable space to live in, energetically, spiritually, physically, vibrationally, if there was less victims on the planet? Yes or no? Let me think about that. Well, I'm stupid, so I think I would say no, because it doesn't matter, right? Eh, failed. Sorry, Billy, you failed this class. Time to take this class next year. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, yeah. There's a man that reads books. PKR. Cows were made for food, for man by the Anunnaki. Really, buddy? Really? Did Anunnaki tell you that, or just to read that in the book? You just shove it, come out of that from your ass. Next time I'm pushing a cow into the slaughterhouse, into the assembly line of it being his head chopped off, you were made for my food from the Anunnaki. The cow is gonna cry and scream, and if you look into its eyes, and if you have any empathy whatsoever, you'd be like, okay, maybe we shouldn't do this. Stop, 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 stop. But you're totally lost, totally lost. You're totally miserable and suffering. Well, I read it in a book that is good. This is good to do. No, if the Anunnaki were here, do you know what they gave for food? They gave fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes, spices, so many other plant foods that grow out of the ground without victims being involved in thousands, hundreds of thousands of varieties. Protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, this, that, amino acids, whatever, including the vegetables in the sea, which have vitamin or omega-3 and omega-6, whatever nonsense that you need, that the fish use to get their omega-3s and omega-6. But hey, instead of using the plants for the omega vitamins, let's just slaughter the fish. Why cut out the middleman when you can continue eating the middleman? Insane. We are insane. We're crazy. We need more victims on Earth. That way, there will be less wars and less suffering. The more animals we slaughter every year, the more peaceful in our hearts we will become, and the better we can all live. You're not thinking. Can we start thinking, please? Just please. After you leave this live stream tonight, when you're laying in bed, just start thinking with your brain. Okay, Shiva said for me to think with my brain. Let me. Why do I eat cows and not pigs or not dogs? Why do I feel it's emotionally disgusting to eat a dog and not a pig? Think about the things that I've said. Think with your brain. Think. Why do I eat a pig's ass but not its brains? Why? Why do I eat a chicken's leg instead of a cow's dick? Why? There's some thoughts for future discussion. There's for your next quiz. Hmm? Why don't we eat dead humans? Why? If my grandma passed away and there was no victims involved, why don't I eat her meat? Why? Hmm? Why don't I eat raccoon ass? Why? Hmm? Don't you think it's time to think? The Earth? Holy shit. There was a explosion or a violent uh firework and a piece of the ceiling fell off. So shout out to you. Why don't I eat this? Vegan Christianity was the first person to send a super chat, and very appropriately so. Thank you for the £1 donation. Send your super chat your way, my friends. If you think this is worthwhile, if you think this is valuable for human beings' lives, if you think what I'm saying is true, at least, or you think I'm doing good work, then send me a donation. This is how I'm supporting myself right now. So your donations be highly appreciated, and I'll read every single super chat. The God here, he didn't go and give you animals to make them suffer and die for you to consume their corpses. No, he didn't do that. If that was the only food that was alive that was here, then that's what we would eat, and there would be no issues. There would be no other alternative. Like if there was an alternative for air, then I'd be saying, oh, we should drink some vegan air because the air that I'm inhaling, there's microbes and I'm killing the microbes. But in that air, it's vegan air. There's no victims involved, and there will be a whole debate. But no, there's only one air. There's no even a debate about that. But there's like, can you imagine? There's fruits and vegetables and things that grow out of the ground that you can just pick and eat, and they don't involve suffering animals. Wow, imagine if that was the case. Imagine if you could eat the most delicious fruits on the planet that don't involve brains to be splat on the floor and blood to gush and to people to be afraid. Imagine. Wow, what a hypothetical reality. Okay, PKR, the guy that reads books, says beef gives you B12. First of all, you can't say beef. You can't say cows. Cow's dead animal body parts, a cow's corpse, a cow's leg and body parts give you B12 vitamin. You don't need vegetables or fruits. Get all you need to live eating beef, eating cows. Imagine getting all that you need to stay alive from eating a dead corpse. Imagine a world where you eat dead food and you stay alive and you're filled with life. Huh? What? I went to school. 1 plus 1 equals 2, but 1 minus 1 is 0. Am I thinking correctly? No, because PKRSK, he reads books and he knows that if you kill an animal and now it becomes a corpse, you eat its corpse, it gives you aliveness. The microorganisms that are alive, actually alive, this is actually alive from the fruits and vegetables and sprouted nuts and seeds that actually is alive, that doesn't give you aliveness. And it can't sustain you. And you will die eating that. Why? Because I said so. But you need to eat an animal's corpse. That's number one. Number two, B12. You have to supplement with B12 if you're a vegan. That's the only thing that you have to supplement with. Why? Is it because it's only animals that make B12 and God made it that way? No. It's because B12 is in soil, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but I'll have to Google it. In fact, I'll Google it right now. It comes from the soil. And if you were to go back in time 1,000 years and if you were to eat vegetables and not having rinsed it a lot, you would get the B12 that you need. Where does B12 come from naturally? Send a super chat if you want to have your questions answered. Bacteria from soil and water is the natural source of B12. There you go. Okay. Also, newsflash, sound the right alarm. The cows that you force to be pushed in the slaughterhouses, the cows that you eat, they need supplements of B12. Come on, cow. You need to supplement with B12. Here's some supplements. Why? Because you also need supplements of B12 because the soil has been depleted, because we're raising too many animals, because we're stupid and ignorant, and because we're guided by our taste pleasures and our emotions, and not based on what's sensible and reasonable to do. So we slaughter 100 billion animals because it feels good to us, and because we can, and because victims, they can't do anything about it. We're stronger than them. Hey, the Epstein's victims, they were too weak. Who cares? Continue on, Epstein. Come on, go on. You have the right to do that. Someone can defend themselves like a cow or a pig or a chicken. You have the right to eat them. And Anunnaki, they gave us animals. So you're crazy, guys. Crazy. Start thinking. It's time for us to start thinking. Sauerkraut is a perfect accompaniment of sausage. What? Sausage made from who? Who is the sausage made out of? Your dead grandma? Dead dog? Like ground up dog parts? Who's the sausage made out of? Hopefully it's a plant sausage. Wow. I raise chickens in my place because of the egg shortage and egg crisis. I didn't know there was an egg crisis. I wasn't in crisis. Egg crisis. What the hell's that? Oh, right, because you absolutely need eggs to survive. Somehow, how am I alive then? That's crazy. Do you wear clothes made out of animals? Absolutely not. When I go to the supermarket, I look at the labels, and I never buy leather, first and foremost, but I also never buy polyester, which is plastic, because it's very bad for your health. So I will never buy leather clothing again. Why do I want to wear a victim's skin on my body? Hey guys, I'm wearing my victim's skin on me. Am I an accomplishment? Yeah, yeah. Others have to suffer for your fashion. Oh, we're so smart as humans. We're freaking geniuses. There's not enough suffering, my friends. We all have to eat way more meat to offset the vegans, to make a lot more suffering on the planet. More animals need to die. They're not enough. Life would be so good on the planet if more animals suffered and died. Jesus, this freaking banana aged so much by me tossing it around. You're right. I'm getting some leather boots this month, 300 quid. Nice. Nice. You're definitely a logical, thinking person. You definitely have a lot of empathy for the life around you. And you're definitely not a bad person or ignorant. A filled with ignorance person. No, definitely not. So enjoy the victim's skin on you. If there's any truth to being haunted, like you wear a dead person's clothes, the person haunts you. Imagine what it's like to wear a dead cow's skin. The cow's spirit is going to haunt you. If it does, if it doesn't, I don't know. Flack thinks he's a god. He's totally delusional. Do not wear wool. Wow. Mmm. So sweet. You know what'd be good with this? Some suffering animal that had to die for my taste pleasures. That would be really good. Anytime you eat good food, you have to do a dance. If you're not doing a dance, it's not good food. And if you're eating a dead suffering animal, you have to go like this and say, rest in peace. Rest in peace for the being that's in my stomach now. Everyone should eat vegetarian food, unless they're crazy and they don't think. Mm, it's literally the best banana on earth. I swear to God. I swear on anything. These are the best bananas. Do not get, if you're in India, never get the big bananas, never get any other variety of banana except this. They're like finger bananas. They're the most incredible thing. There are bananas that are smaller than this. Don't get this. It's like medium size. This is the best. The sweetest, most incredible taste. Imagine if you have children. I take your children to a banana, a raspberry or a strawberry farm, and we pick strawberries. Would you be okay with that, PK? No, it's not leather. This is synthetic leather. Would you be okay with that, PK, if I took your children to go raspberry hunting or raspberry picking? Maybe you wouldn't be so okay with me going there with your children, but whatever. You have no choice in the matter because I'm stronger and I'm bigger. So everybody knows that anybody that has stronger and people that are less intelligent, you should just take advantage of them and exploit them. So I take your children strawberry picking, and we pick strawberries. Do you think morally there would be anything wrong with that? Would you want to avert your children's eyes from the strawberries being picked from the flowers? Oh my God, let's hide the children's eyes. No, probably wouldn't. Or banana picking, you would pick bananas from the tree. Wow, what an amazing thing. Thank you, Shiva, for taking my children fruit picking. What an enriching experience. You're in nature, you're loving life. But the next day, we take your children to another kind of food place, processing place. We take the children to one of these places, Oh, look at this. These are your victims. Look at this. It's one of your victims. Look at that. Aw, look at that. I wonder what its name was. Oh my God. R.I.P. R.I.P. We'll take your children there too. Why not? I mean, it's food. Your children eat it. They don't have a choice in the matter. You just put it in front of them. Would you be like, yeah, that's a good too. It'll be filled with life. The children will be happy. No. People that do that should be put in jail. It's traumatizing. You should hide the children's eyes. You should avert them. Don't you think that? So, leading that with the same logical conclusion, maybe there's something wrong with it, huh? Maybe there's something wrong with this little choice of food. That's a little bit interesting. God said not to eat pigs. There you go, my friends. The Messiah has come. PK knows what God thinks. Holy shit. Either he knows what God thinks, which we need to bow his feet right now, or he read a book. He read one book or a few pages of a book. He knows what God thinks. God, the creator of the universe. The magnitude of the universe is incomprehensible. But that intelligence wrote a book for PK to read. What does it say? God, oh, pigs, I can't eat pigs. Oh, but cows and chickens, okay? Okay, God. When are we going to start thinking? When? Like tomorrow, the next day, when life becomes so difficult and we absolutely have to think? Or maybe never. We just never start thinking. Yeah. That's the way forward. We just stop thinking. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Read the Bible. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Look, oh, this is so heart opening. It's like makes me such an alive and enriching experience, so filled with life. We need to do this. It needs to happen because there's no other way of getting food. No other way. It works for you. I know, guys, I'm stupid. Just stupid, and I mean, there's just not enough. There's just not enough. Not enough of this happening. Not enough victims. Oh, hey, but what about what about eggs? Can't you eat eggs? Like, it's not a big deal. Just go to the grocery store and buy some eggs. This is what happens to the eggs, by the way. 'Cause I can't even show too much of this. You know what that was? You know what that was? That's the egg industry. Welcome to the egg industry. A male chicken is born, it's useless. It's not useful for me, male chickens. We have a little nice machine that consumes them, let's just say, very positively. But no, we need to pay for that to happen. It's good because I need my breakfast eggs. It's not like there's any other food in the world. There's no other food that's better than eggs. There's no other food. I have to do it. Mm-hmm. Okay, PK. Thou shalt not kill. What happened there? Not that one, though. Not that one, right? Not thou shalt not kill. Oh, got it, got it. And not all the weird things that are, you know, uh, treating women as second-class citizens, abusing animals, abusing children. Nah, I don't know. Don't pay attention to that. Only the things that I like in the Bible. Thou shalt not kill. Oh, is it? Ten Commandments. You shall get this. Get this. This is how good the Bible is. Because I thought the first commandment would be like, thou shalt not kill or murder. That's the most important one, right? It's like, of course. But no. The most important commandment is, you shall have no God before me. I'm the most important. Okay? You don't get that. If you have anyone else, then it's like not good. He's a jealous God. You shall have no other girlfriends except me. Okay? Please. That's the number one most important commandment. Not anything else. I'm the most valuable, okay? Number two. What's the number two? We're not even into killing yet. Number two is, you shall not make idols of worship of me. You shall not make idols or worship images. You shall not make images and look at images and worship idols. Wow. Oh, wow. That's serious, huh? Oh, I guess killing is not that important. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. 3, you shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. We haven't even gone to the killing yet. Don't talk bad about me, okay? Don't talk bad about God. Don't use bad feelings. It hurts. That's the God. That's Jesus. That's the creator of the universe. Get a load of this. Remember the Sabbath day, honor your father and mother. Thou shalt not murder. Okay. So I guess murdering human beings not allowed. Murdering animals perfectly allowed. Why? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess because it makes sense. The book. It was written in the book. Hey, it was written in the book. Uh, and everyone knows why God created that book. I mean, hello. How could you not? Hmm. Hmm. So I guess the Bible supports animal abuse. That's interesting. I mean, hey, the Bible supports it, then we should do it. So what about the golden rule, huh? Do unto others as you wish to be done unto yourself. Do you want people to take you into the slaughterhouse? No? Okay. Wow. Yeah. How do you know the Bible is written by God? Can you tell me that one, please? Just tell me that one, and I'll give up. How do you know that the Bible is written by God and not by men? Oh, because. Oh, that makes sense. I understand now. That's good enough for me. Hey, that's good enough for me. Faith is proof. I have faith in Santa Claus. There's proof enough for you. How do you know that Santa Claus exists? It doesn't exist. I have faith in him. What about the Tooth Fairy? I have faith there too. They exist. Okay, buddy. I do have faith in Santa Claus. Nobody still answered me. How do you know the Bible is written by God? Did God tell you? Hello? Morning, morning. Morning, Shiva. I don't know if that was an intentional misspelling, but yes, good morning. Welcome, pal. Thank you for the super chat. Talking about veganism and God and how people know that God was uh, how how do you know that the Bible was written by God? Still no one answered. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for as long as it takes. Still no answer. I'm waiting. Yeah, Val. So that's the yeah. So no one understands why or how, but the answer is because it was written by people. It was written by human beings. So yeah. Yeah. So shout out to the corpses and people eating corpses here, and yeah, we need to eat more animals, my friends. It's not enough. Not enough animals are being killed in the world. I didn't see your comment, PK, so you have to say it again. So the more animals are killed, I think the more peaceful human beings will be on the planet. I think that's how it works. So forget being vegan. Keep slaughtering those animals. Keep eating their corpses. It's very healthy for you. I think that you said that, and it's not even a big deal. You know, it's not even a big deal. Like it's just food. I don't know why people make such a big deal out of it. It's just food. It's not even. It's like who cares? It's just food. It's like simple. It's natural, and yeah. I mean, what is the big deal? What is the big deal? You believe in gods? Yes, I know gods. I mean, who cares? They don't feel pain. Like animals don't feel pain, or They don't experience anything. It's just food. It's food. And we need to do this, you know? It's absolutely essential. We cannot live without this. We would go extinct. And also, this is wisdom. This is wise to do. This leads to your happiness and well-being. Making others suffer, like animals, for example, I'm sure, without a doubt, it leads to your ultimate happiness. I mean, how could it not? And this is absolutely essential for us to do. Animals don't feel pain. They don't have fear of death. It's an object. So this is a steak, okay? This is a steak. This is a steak, and there's just not much else to it. It's done in a humane way, at least, you know? It's humane. It's humane, and what's the big deal? Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's like it's good karma for them because I just think so. So, and there you go. So, I mean, how else? How else? We need our steaks. Like, otherwise, it wouldn't exist. It just tastes too good. It tastes too good, and everybody knows that if things taste good, you should do whatever you need to do to make it happen. That's just that's just the reality of it. So, yeah. Yeah, we need meat, absolutely. We need it. There's no other way around it. It's very humane, you know? It's very humane. Yeah, yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, Val, I understand. But people need to see because this is just food, you know? It's just food. Like it's basically the same thing as going picking a banana or picking a grapefruit or getting a potato, getting some vegetables or harvesting some quinoa, maybe harvesting beans or lentils, legumes. It's the exact same thing. And we need to do this. It's essential. And the more this happens, the better. The positive vibrations that this creates and releases, very conducive for your health and well-being. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, Martin, we need to eat them. So I don't exist because I don't eat them. You're just seeing a ghost. It's not possible for me to exist here. I just don't do it. So this is an AI. I'm an AI. Yeah, look up the Bible codes. PK, you haven't answered my question. How do you know that the Bible is written by God and not by confused men that wanted to control people? How do you know? Did God come to you and tell you? Or you believe what's written in a book? Because if you believe in what's written in a book, man, I have some fantastic opportunities for you to sell you. For only the low price of $50,000, I have a book that was just now, or actually tomorrow, it'll be written by God, not by me. It'll say in the book it's written by God. And for $50,000, low price of $50,000, that can be yours. And please buy it. God really wants you to do it. Hmm. God shows past events and future events can't be done by man. Man dictated God's words. That's not true. Many men have foreseen the future and foreseen the past. So there goes your argument. There goes half of the thing you just already said. So there have been clairvoyant men, and there still are. I guess, but hey, I guess, you know, I don't know what. And also, how do you know the Bible is written by God, not the Quran? Is the Quran written by God too, PK? Tell me that one, okay? I'm waiting for your response. Man was told the future through dreams by God. By God, eh? Not by anything else, or just by dreams alone? Okay. Who wrote the Quran? Is the Quran also written by God? That's the question that I have for you. The Quran. The Quran, as everybody knows. You are disrespecting Shiva and Hinduism by demonizing animals for being exploited and slaughtered. How dare you? Don't you know that Hinduism? Oh my god. Oh my god, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You want to see dairy cows in India? You want to see? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see how much I'm demonizing you. So, how do you know the Quran was not written by God either? Hello? Hello? Look at this. What's so wrong about drinking milk? I mean, it's like the cows are happy. The cows are not seen as a product. Cows are not filled with diseases, right? Oh boy. Anyways, I don't want to show you anything horror. If you want to see some horror, that's you have to go and search that up. It's not hard to do. So the Quran. So PK still is searching for an answer. Anyways, I'm done. So the conclusion of this live stream is what I'm trying to say is that eating meat is immoral and unethical. So is contributing to the dairy farms and the exploitation of animals. Exploiting animals is not cool and it's unethical. And you should go vegan. That's all there is to it. They can't feel pain. It's an object. It's an object. So yeah, it's a milk machine. It's a milk machine. It's nothing else. And hey, Hinduism. It's about Hinduism. So yeah, I mean, if someone else a long time ago did it, you shouldn't think about it. You shouldn't think about it at all. You should just blindly follow. That's how you know you're intelligent. Oh, God did it? Oh, I mean, I should do it too then, I guess, because I don't think. I don't think. Thank you, Val, for becoming a member. Welcome. Hindu treats the cows as sacred, forbidding beef, largely because cows is seen as the mother and providing life. Yeah. Oh, does it now? Oh, does it? Oh, oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. So I guess there's no, you can't buy beef in India, right? Oops, you can. And also, you should go see the practices of how the cows are treated in milk farms. It's way worse than any other country, but they treat it as a holy. They treat it as a holy. Okay? When you're in India, you're pretty much guaranteed to eat human feces because they don't wash their hands here. But hey, it's God, you know. I think it's like God's desire or something. So it's time to really use your brain. The Quran was revealed to Muhammad in stages over 23 years, beginning in Najd and concluded upon his death. How do you know that? Were you there? Did you experience that? So God, he wasn't hallucinating, is what you're saying. He wasn't a schizophrenic. Because my God, you know, if we go to a mental hospital, there's lots of people that are talking to God. So how do we know that they're not talking to God and Muhammad sat in a cave and didn't talk to God? What's the difference? Hmm? Oh, okay. So if something is old, that means it's really good. So a piece of bread that's 2,000 years old must be exquisite. You should eat that right away. How come Muhammad's face is never shown in paintings and pictures? Because they're confused. They're scared of idol worship, even though they circle a Kaaba, which is a square block in the Middle East. Dairy is not okay. Abusing and exploiting animals is not okay. Causing harm and pain to the animals is not okay, and Flag doesn't have the brain intelligence to perceive that. I know Shiva is real. I've experienced him. I've gone to Kailash and other things. Do I know God is real? Kind of. But do I know for a fact? No. Do I know that he written some book? Definitely not. So, Katie and Secker, I know this makes you uncomfortable, especially when you've been doing it for a long time. But immoral actions don't make it moral just because it makes you uncomfortable to think about it. So, okay, let's show you how cows are milked. All right, let's see if God thinks this is inappropriate. Let's see. Nice. All right. Well, this is a very nice practice that the milk industry does. It's called artificial insemination. And if you don't know what that is, you're about to. So, time for you to get educated on how cows are made and how so the cow is tied down first and foremost, female cow, and then the man does something. You see, the cow has to be restrained, and what do we call this, by the way? There's a word for this. I swear there's a word for this. Like forcibly doing things to someone else that they don't want to do, like, in sexual ways. I swear I can remember a word for this. And the cow, protests because, I mean, who knows why she's doing that, but whatever. So yeah, that's where the milk comes from. But hey, God, God's supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this because God. Here's another little experimentation. It's artificial insemination. What a fantastic word to call it. The cow, of course, is tied down. And hey, milk, guys, we need our milk in our coffees. I mean, it's like this is essential to do. And it's absolutely normal. Oh, Shiva said it's okay. Yeah. I don't use my own intelligence or intellect. I don't have any gray matter on my brain. But if some guy a long time ago said it, it must be okay. So it's a little weird, huh? And I swear again, what is the word for this? Like the English word for forcibly doing something like this to another person, to a female. I swear there's a word for it. So then, that's what happens. What happens when the baby's born? Do you think that the baby is allowed to drink the milk? Of course not. Of course not, because Shiva said you should take the baby away from the animal because that's where the milk is for. That's why you impregnate her. And the mom cries, look at this, look at this. Forget what you're saying, it's an object. And the mom runs and runs and runs, it's her children. But hey, milk, milk. So we need to milk the cow, not the babies. We need it. We need it for our coffee. We have to do it. We have to. What happens to the baby cows? We'll see. I understand, Val. This is not for you. This is for the uneducated people. And look, a long time ago, Shiva said to take living beings and put them on a conveyor belt like objects. Who cares if they're suffering with a disease or anything else? They're here to produce. We're here to exploit them. We're here to take their milk. Nothing else. So I can't find a video of literally hundreds of thousands of baby cows being fed fake milk, not even real cow's milk, fake milk, because we steal the milk. Oh, there's one. But this one actually kind of looks good. Look, it's a nice little jail cell for the cow. Why? Because we need to do this. We need to do this. Well, there's a normal process, natural process, and that's about it. Yes, we need to do something about it. Absolutely. What is to do about it? Stop drinking milk. Stop eating animals. The cow, Jesus. The cows are genetically modified to produce the most amount of milk, and often not because of doesn't lead to their good health. That's one thing. But hey, we need to do this. And you know what? That's true. This is it's all about our personal preferences. So we like to do this, and we get to do what we like because we get to exploit them. That's just how it is. Everyone knows that if something tastes good or something feels good, you should do it, regardless of the consequences to others. That's how you know you're a real human being and real ethical. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, my friends. Very, very bad, very, very wrong to do that. It's just not in alignment with spirituality or spiritual growth. You should avoid eating animals. That would go long ways to help you spiritually. No problem with eating animals, but the disrespect is too much. Do you mean the disrespect of slaughtering them? How do you slaughter an animal without disrespecting it? Hmm? How do you compassionately kill an animal or humanely kill an animal that is innocent and wants to live? Explain that to me. The answer is you don't. So your taste pleasures don't justify killing animals. That's the bottom line here. No. So high-powered rifle from range, is that a compassionate way of killing someone that doesn't want to die that's innocent? No. That's you can't say human killing. Uh, we eat meat like lions do. Do we also sniff our asses like lions do? What about kill babies like lions do? Lions kill babies, make the woman go into heat. Do we do that? Maybe we should do that because hey, the animals do it. Stop cherry picking what the animals do and what a lion does. You don't do anything that a lion does. The lion goes and hunts for its animal. You don't. You go to a grocery store. The lion rips apart raw meat and eats it. You don't. You cook it and then you smother it with bacon, barbecue sauce, and plant materials like spices. So you don't do anything that's similar to the animal. You've been so detached from the natural process that you think it's normal to do these things. It's not normal. It's insane. So the degree to insanity of human beings is astronomical. Exactly. I'm detached from the violence that are imposed on others. Hundreds of thousands of what? Be specific. People are worse than animals. Yeah, they could be. Lion doesn't get the meat from the grocery store. Exactly. Um, leave the animals to the animals. Lemon says, I take my dog over any human friend. Wow, man, you're like, I'm sorry for you. You need a, I have compassion for you. What about the cows and the pigs? Do they look at you with deceit? Is that why you kill them and eat them? Ah, Lemon says I don't kill any animals, but you pay others to kill them for you, right? Because you can't do it yourself. You're not naturally would squirm. That's such a disgusting thing to do. But you pay others that are, well, in a less fortunate situation than you, that are like criminals or people that just came out of jail that the only job they can find is a slaughterhouse worker. So they get paid to kill animals on your behalf because you pay for it. The highest protein-rich foods are plant foods. And what do you think the cows eat? How do the cows get so big? How do the gorillas get so big? How do all the land animals get so big? Are they secretly eating meat? Yep, more fruit trees. Giving up factory farms of animals? That's stupid. I don't think that's stupid. They get big before because they have four stomachs. What about gorilla? Gorilla doesn't have four stomachs. An elephant doesn't have four stomachs. Every animal has different chemistry, and every one animal does digest food differently. What is the point? Well, what about it, Bones? Is there anything I can do to stop that or prevent that? If there is, let me know. I'll do it. What about fish? Fish also suffer and die at your expense. Humans don't have the same gut as gorillas, and humans don't have the same gut as a dog or a lion or a cheetah or a cow or a pig or anything. We're unique in that way. Every digestive system is unique. What's your point? Thank you, vegan Christianity. Sadhguru says we can eat fish. Should I quit? Yes. He doesn't say you can eat fish. He doesn't eat fish. None of his monasteries serve fish or any animal body parts. But he's explaining something deeper, that the meat that you eat, it becomes you. So if you want the least amount of negative impact, fish is the way to go. It has the least amount of negative impact. All meat has negative impact. If you want the least amount because you have to eat meat, then fish is the way. No, he doesn't say fish is the best to eat, Lemon. You should go and search again what he says and stop cherry picking. Yeah. You leave a piece of meat in the heat, it'll become putrid. And that's what's happening inside your stomach. Yeah, Flag, that's what Shiva also says, right? You buffoon. He said fish is the best out of animals. Yes, the best because it's the least worst. It's the least worst animal to eat because the memory doesn't imprint on your body as much. He did explain, I remember. Eating animal body parts is absolutely disgusting. I agree with you. Nope, never had that before. So what do you think the Bible is? The Bible the word of God? No, I think the Bible is just human beings made up. Maybe they had some divine inspiration, but God didn't write a book. That's crazy. Pig's feet. Um, secondly, well, you have to do research. Eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. Make sure you get enough protein. Make sure you get enough B12. That's about it. So at the very least, don't you think it's worthwhile to do maybe an hour or two of research on how to eat a proper plant-based diet? It's very easy. You can Look at that on YouTube. And it's time for you to do it again. Yeah, Flack, you don't know that you're just making things up. To judge someone over what they eat is like moaning at a lion for eating a human. If someone is abusing a child, should I not judge them, or should I not at least moan? Like, hey, maybe you should stop doing that. Or should I just leave them alone? Because, hey, everybody's choice is what they. If they choose to abuse a victim, who am I to say no? Right, Bones? I don't know what Heidekan is or whatever you're saying. Save all the animal species. Yep. Yeah, what about judge someone? I will still certainly judge someone for abusing animals. Okay. I haven't had a chance to look him up, but I was thinking about it. Heidekan Babaji. Looks like a happy guy. Nothing more about that in terms of his picture, unless I see videos of him talking. Hey, Flack, I don't know if you knew this, if you have to use your intelligence to understand this, but um, a fish's body parts is not for your protein. It's for it to swim and to live and stay alive. That's not that's not the design of it. You have to make sure the neurons are connected in your brain properly to conclude that. But I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. Why the fake meat, though? I mean, I can't wait till it's become more popular and less animals have to suffer. Hmm? Not abusing animals is cultish. You need bacon, huh? You're right. Bacon is too good. Bacon is such a sizzling food. It's such high in fat and protein. And what else is it good? It's like nice and strippy. And what else is good about bacon? It's yeah, I mean, it's like one of the best foods to eat is bacon. How can you live without it, honestly? It's like very rich in like some kind of aminos, and what else is it good? Let's see, vitamins, and man, the taste of bacon is so good. I would do anything for bacon, honestly. And wherever bacon comes from, like just need more of that because man, I just can't get enough of it. Man, bacon is like literally for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can eat bacon. And what does the word bacon even mean? I forget, but whatever bacon means, it means some good stuff, I'm sure. Man, bacon. Oh my God. The taste of it, it's like irony and rich and whatever it's made out of, like it's goodness. It's goodness. Makes me so happy in my heart to eat it. Oh, Jesus. The disconnection. Bacon, brought to you by a farm near you. And bacon, the best part about bacon is that it's like very humane and it's very easy to go and, bacon and it's like bacon. It's just bacon. What's so wrong about bacon? Yeah, it's pork. Pork, right? It's pork. Sorry, it's pork. Like pork and bacon and lamb chops. Oh, it's like good food. God gave us some good food in the world, and yeah, Katie and Saka. I don't know if you're just hearing this or if you're seeing this, but you're not connecting the dots. If you were to see this, you wouldn't be saying that. So, I mean, it's it's lamb chops and it's bacon. Bacon. Sometimes bacon's like it's 2 a.m. and you want to eat some bacon and you go to the grocery store where bacon comes from, right? And you eat it. You just eat it. Bacon. Hey, shout out to you for bacon, my friends. Thumbs up for bacon. All right, we've got a super chat I missed. Shout out to you for super chats, my friends. Send your super chats my way. We're at 3 out of 20. Not doing too great, but hey, it could be worse. 3 Sadhguru dollars. Nice. Please watch Never Doubt My Love. Okay. Let me Google that before I forget, because you already told me to do that. I was thinking about that, actually. I was thinking about you today. That to look this up. Never Doubt My Love. Hideka Babaji. Never Doubt My Love. 60,000 views. Where I Say Eat Meat. What? All right. That's for the future video. Detach from thoughts, my ass. What? Faking. I thought you misspelled. Free range eggs. There's something called Frankenstein chickens, and it means exactly what it sounds like. A chicken that has been made like Frankenstein's monster. It grows so fast that by the time that it's equivalent to maybe like 2 weeks old in human life, a 2-week-old baby, it's already the size of a male adult in chicken form. So the legs can't hold its weight and they break. Why? Because profits, man. It's profits. Um, so same thing is done from chickens for the egg industry. The chickens that grow eggs produce like way more eggs than naturally they're supposed to. So it causes a lot more harm. Yeah. So send your super chats my way, my friends. I'll read them out loud and very happy for your support. Here in Laisha Yoga Center, they have a big body of water with hundreds of lotus flowers. They give them chemotherapy, hormones, and they feed all out. Jeez. If your sister got anemia, give her an iron pill. Problem solved. Instead of letting her go and eat dead bodies again. You know where anemia comes? You know where iron comes from? It comes from blood. Our blood has iron. So you're like being a vampire, drinking animal's blood for iron. Instead, you can just cook with an iron pan. A cast iron pan. What's up, CJ? CJ? Is this it? This is some guru one of our subscribers, Guru. An enlightened man looks like, lots of prana. See, when you become enlightened, you want to take care of all of life, not just human beings. People are bowing down to him. He's a guru. Living is the best life. I'm sure this guy is probably gone now. Is he just levitating? Maybe. I just realized it's 10 p.m. He's a happy guy. People are bowing down to him. That is not Sadhguru, it's somebody else. Is he dead now? Jeez. Time doesn't exist on the wrist. Time exists in the universe. The movement of objects. Mm. Mm. Time is a reality, an existential reality. Things move through space. That's what we call time. Movement is what time is. The planets move. You move, you age. That is what time is. If those things stopped, if there was no movement, there would be no time. Nothing could be measured. But we can't make use of time, really. We can only make use of our energy. So become more energy potent. Spend your time wisely, yes. Time can be measured. The movement of objects in space is how time is measured. So one rotation around the sun is 1 year. That's how we measure time. Yeah, Ryan, tons. Make sure you have an oil lamp burning somewhere in your room, especially the place you sleep. Fire in this way will be very conducive for you. Fire will burn up this energy, the stagnant energy that you have around your body. The reason why we have grief is because of the memory. Well, how to cleanse that memory is you take a shower, take a lot of showers, and keep an oil lamp burning, meditate. And sometimes grief just needs to take its place, take its natural process. Nothing you can really do about it. When someone dies, it is like the memory of them is shedding from your body. It's a physical process. It's not really an emotional one or anything else. So you can't help but to go through it. You just have to go through it. There's some things you can do to help, but not much. And listen to Kala Bhairava mantra by Satguru. Kalabhairava is a deity that helps people transition when they die. So it's good for the living and the dead. Yes. There goes my there goes my what? There goes my electricity. So I'm sure you can still hear me. And Ryan, this is an appropriate thing that happened just now. So go through it quickly. Go through it quickly. Let's see if I can turn on some light here. And whoa, spooky, spooky, spooky. In India, they have power outages. They look like Dracula. They have power outages quite frequently here, unfortunately. So things go out. Rah, rah, Rasputin, the Russian queen. This is my Airbnb. I don't own this place. Oh, yeah. That's not good. Yeah. You know you've lived a bad life if you have people singing songs when you die. Songs in celebration. Well, he didn't. I think he was pretty good, actually. People liked him. He's kind of a wild guy. Thank you, Shivang. Thank you. Uh, 15. How long am I gonna stay in Coimbatore? Not long anymore. I don't want to share my plans because it's all uncertain, but pretty soon I'll be going back. Life energy must be crazy strong there to cut the power. That's funny. Uh, My friend is watching live stream. He's commenting. They do cut the power daily. Actually, there's power outages every day for a couple minutes at least. I don't know why they do that, but we're back. In Mexico, funerals are celebrated like weddings. That's good. That is much more sensible. I would much prefer people to celebrate my death than cry. And actually, when I die, I want to be buried in a tree. I don't want to be. I don't want to take up a casket for no reason. Caskets are probably a scam too. So no casket for me. Just either bury me right underneath a tree and I grow that tree, or cremation. Or I attain spiritual mastery and I leave through my 7 chakras and I disintegrate my body and there's nothing left. No molecules left. I just disappear. Exactly. I don't want to take up a coffin. A spiritual tool and technique is for you to invest in blue lighted glasses, my friends. Blue lighted glasses is where you need to go towards. The more powerful, the better. They have plastic in it. Yeah, I drink bottled water, but there's nothing better I can drink here. I drank tap water and it made me almost, I mean, I got sick, I think, because of it. But I'll be going back to Canada and I'll be drinking distilled water every day. Highly energized distilled water. Nothing better than anything you drink. I wanted to record a video of me drinking from the tap. There's like a big tap thing that people drink from it. The locals drink from it. And I was told to drink from it, and I tried, and first day nothing happened. Second day I was feeling under the weather. So that might be the reason why I'm like a little bit sick. And but it also made me realize that it's probably like, I don't know where it comes from, but it's disgusting. Maybe the sewer water. I don't know. You know that Jiva some consecrated water? Yes, I have that. That's what I'll be drinking from. Does not have what you need to hydrate. I think that's a misnomer. Even though distilled water doesn't have any minerals, you don't really get minerals from water. You get minerals from fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. The minerals that you have in water are very few in between. But that's solved with maybe putting a few drops of like, things in it. Be sure to do that as well. But yeah, distilled water, nothing better. It's the purest, cleanest water. So good. It's stored in a big copper container. I made a video about how I drink. I think it's like I've drank the best water on earth as a title. If you search my channel for water, you'll find it. Yes, definitely water. Copper does help. This copper bottle work for short time use. The water has to be stored in a copper container for 2 hours, something like that, 2.5 hours, for it to get its full benefit. Too pure is just H2O, yes, just H2O. And copper. So the best water we can drink is water from a stream. But to drink water from a stream is like the rarest thing in the world now, with all the poison and toxins. Uh, um, Second best water is distilled water. A water distiller is like $100. You use it, it purifies your water completely. Yep. And 100% pure, 100% clean. Water copper can turn bad, yeah. Or you can get too much copper. Distiller is a good tool, yeah. It's one of the most powerful ways to purify water. What about Kailash water? So when I went to Kailash, you walk from the west face to the north face, and maybe 1 hour away from, not 1 hour away from, like a few 100 meters away from actually seeing the north face, there was a stream literally flowing down Mount Kailash, from Mount Kailash right to where I was. So I took my water bottle, the one that you see here, literally this one. I opened it up, I dumped whatever water I had, and I put it under the stream. I filled it up, and then I waited a couple of seconds, and I drank it. It was extremely cold. I kept the water in my mouth for some time. When I swallowed it and drank it, I took a few more sips, and after a while, I was just so energized. It was so invigorating. It was like eating a full meal. So the feeling that it gave me made me think like, wow, I could become a multimillionaire by selling this water. Because if only the business people started to understand how beneficial this water is compared to regular water, they would buy it no matter what the price is, or at a reasonable price. That's how, because the mountain itself has so much energy, and it was literally that mountain's water. It was Kailash water. The the snow melted and the stream was running off, and it was pure 100%. There was no human activity up there because it's just straight up to the mountain. I could see it. It was incredible. Yeah, Val, we're making plans to go in September. August 31st is the dream. I'm thinking of doing live streams in Canada, like challenges. Um, challenge of eating the spiciest chip, the world's spiciest chip. I want to try that. Doing it on live stream. I want to do a challenge of eating an edible, edible gummy, edible brownie, or something like that. That's infused with special minerals, you can say. That'll be interesting. And other challenges like that. Doing interviews with strangers, doing live streams of me eating different places, different restaurants, vegan restaurants. Yeah, DMT challenge. That's too far out. The only thing I'm not sure about is the edible one because I don't want to take any intoxicants. What's ED? Erectile dysfunction? Yeah, it was. So smoking weed is not the best thing, but for a challenge it'd be interesting, or for a video. I doubt that I'll do it. It's a very slippery slope. Hmm, Yeah. I'll do a 24-hour live stream challenge where I do everything on the live stream, eat food, sleep, meditate, work. I want to have more guests on the live stream, want to get more engagement and activity here. Yeah. And I want to do a live stream with my mom. I have to incentivize her for that. So that's something to look forward to, look out for. She's a spiritual being. We're going to be doing that. What else? But right now I'm in India. I have to take as many opportunities as I can and go to the temples, do the things that I need to do. Incentivize meaning I'll do some kind of like if we raise 20 super chats or 50 super chats, I'll do a live stream with my mom. and I'll give a gift to her, or I'll give that money to her. She doesn't want to be on camera, but I want her to be on camera. She has so many spiritual insights that she can offer, but she's shy. She's not shy, she's just uncomfortable. Maybe not even uncomfortable, she's just kind of reluctant. And I'm asking her, like, when is going to be the right time? 10 years from now? So we got to get started on that. More videos of Dr. Rob, more live streams with him. But that guy seems to be, I don't know what he's doing. He's kind of falling off the path of live streams. I wish I could move back with my mommy. Yeah, I'm quite fortunate to have this opportunity. My parents were very generous for me to me, so I don't take that into. I don't. I don't know what the right words are. I appreciate it. I don't take that for granted. And yeah, the best thing you could do, my friends, is to serve your parents if they're still alive, or if that option or opportunity is there. Even in just everyday life, if you're an adult, you are there to serve your parents with whatever they need if they need something. So I can't understand these people that their parents are old and they just send them off to the retirement home. That doesn't seem reasonable to me. You owe a great deal of gratitude and a debt to your parents, one that you can't easily pay off. So it's the least thing you can do. I do not want to go back into the womb. No. What if they don't deserve it? That's a challenge. Sometimes it's like that too. Then you have to be the judge. Are you just saying that because you're emotionally hurt, or they truly don't deserve it, or they're not receptive to anything? You're trying to help them and they're screaming at you and trying to hurt you, then better you just stay away. Everybody deserves a mom and a dad, but not everybody deserves a parent or a child. You look much better than you did in Vietnam. It's only been a few days, Shiva. Does Rob need help? Not yours. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's the temples here and the energy. It's very, very good for you. So go here, my friends, one day at least. At least one day in your life. Have this desire to go to the Isha Yoga Center and enjoy the bliss. I'm gonna interview my friend very soon. I want to have more people on the show. I want to grow my YouTube channel. Your mom vegan? Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She doesn't abuse animals. Welcome, Dream Tooth. Good to see you. How are you doing? Haunted meat? What about it? Elk is not cruelty free. You have to kill him. Kill the elk. Take him on to Coimbatore City. I asked her if she wants to go to India at some point, and she said not everybody has the same desires as you, and not everybody in the same opportunity as you. So I'm traveling the world and I think that, oh, everyone should do that. Well, no, but I want her to go here at least once in her life. It's every human being should experience this. It's too good. It's unbelievable. Yes, fish, bugs, and flies are animals. That's good too. That's good too. Traveling the world, the bucket list of desirable locations. The more I travel, the more I go on Instagram and watch videos of different places, the more it makes me want to see these places. What is one thing I was looking at a couple days ago? Like, for example, Egypt. I've never been to Egypt. I want to see that. I want to see the Grand Canyon. I want to see all these phenomenal locations on Earth that um, I haven't seen yet. So many places in India. I mean, it's just way too much. But I want to go to the main ones. The Kailash temple. There's mountains in the Himalayas. Every place that Shiva's visited. Why Shiva? Shiva is the deity of destruction. So he's the most powerful. The pyramids are, from the videos I've seen, they look pretty clean. Mm, yeah, and scammers, yeah. Well, I mean, there are scammers everywhere. I I'm flying through Egypt to go back to Canada. So I'll be in the airport there. Hopefully I don't get shot down by a rocket. That would be bad. Pyramids are worth it. Yeah. Thank you for the thumbs up. There's lots of spiritual places I want to visit. I want to go back to Ukraine once the war stops. Maybe I'll live in Ukraine somewhere. I don't know. But my preference would be not to travel so much. I don't like traveling. I don't like the airports. I don't like flying. I don't like going from place to place. I prefer just to stay in one spot and have everything I need. But I don't think that's going to be realistic. I'm probably going to have to travel. Go to Kailash, and I'm going to have a lot more flying to do. Flying does suck. Would you ever consider living at the Coimbatore Center? Yes. Just a few minutes ago or hours ago, I was considering becoming a brahmacharya. Maybe I'll even do that in the future. Who knows? Sadhguru is still alive and I can do that. That would be great. Flying is also bad for the energy of the earth. It disturbs the Akash. That's what I'm told. And it makes people agitated. So I think that less flights, less flying will be a good thing. Hmm. Yeah, that would be nice too, Val. Absolutely. But my preference would be to build some kind of a yoga center or monastery and make everything there, make it very energized and consecrated, lots of positive energy, and then just live there. Have a farm, have lots of people there, and not have to go anywhere. I met Dr. Rob online on Discord. and then he came with me to Bali. How long have you been away from home? More than, I think, almost a year. So yeah, I recently, I mean, I left. I left after the pandemic, and then I was away for like a year or more. I came back for a few months, and I'm gone again. I'm gonna come back and probably leave very soon as well. I have some plans to go to the Isha Yoga Center in Tennessee to volunteer there. Started calls in camera, Canada. No. Are you close to a river or the ocean? No, I mean, I'm very close to Lake Ontario, but it's a very polluted, diseased place. Everyone is someone's fool. It's interesting. I don't understand that. I have no idea how this bug just came into my room. It's huge. I'm gonna have to let it out somehow. Yeah. Okay, my friends, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, we're at 70 likes. Let's get it to 84. And this is me coming back live stream after 2 days of being away. So my plan, my goal is to go live every single day for at least 3 or 4 hours. 6 days out of the week. Multiple hours, 6 days a week, different videos, different live streams, questions and answers, spiritual videos, this, that, the other thing. Kian War, thank you for the $2 donation. Much love to you. So stay tuned for that. Things are just picking up here on the Shiva Kailash channel. And yeah, I'll see you soon. We'll see if we can do something else right after this. An interview potentially. So stay tuned. Do you do horoscopes or tarot? I can read your energy if you want on call, but I don't need tarot or horoscopes. If you want a spiritual reading from me on a donation basis, message me on Facebook. And I'll read your energy. I'll tell you where your energy is, how your chakras are, what you need to do to work on that, and practice you can do. So I'm very good at that. Welcome, Azam. I'm just about to leave. Any last questions? Let me know. Otherwise, this is it. I need some help. Want to call you somehow. The links to contact me are in the description or in the YouTube profile. So click my profile. There's my Gmail. There's my Discord, Instagram, Facebook. Lots of places to contact me. So contact me if you want a spiritual reading from me or a consultation, if you want to talk to me. All on a donation basis. And that's it, my friends. I'll see you soon. Have a blessed day.